Next question. My videos on YouTube aren't getting any viewers. How can I get more viewers? How many videos do I post a day? Okay, so this is something I feel like I've been relearning YouTube myself, because when I got into YouTube, it was very different. It was 2013. It was all about SEO, keywords. You want to create the evergreen content. Now, in my opinion, it's about having a great idea and then really properly executing it. And again, I don't know your channel right off the bat off this question. There's simple things that I think you can do to improve your viewers. The first thing I would really audit is the idea. What kind of content are you sharing? Is it Minecraft content? Is it a podcast? Is it, I don't know, a challenge type channel? Is it movie reviews? There's a whole bunch of channels. So that's a huge context that I'm missing here. But okay, whatever that is, what are people doing? Take some time to study who's doing what and how do you make it different. I think Dream is a great example of, especially in the video game space, it's very saturated. He's a fantastic example of how he blew up. Before he even started sharing any videos, he studied for a while. He saw what the other channels are doing and how he can differentiate yourself. So that's like the main thing. You might end up posting the same content as everyone else, but you got to make it different. And what I found so addicting about his stuff is there's a sort of challenge, and there's always and it hooks you right off the bat. So and he definitely has a unique twist on and take on the Minecraft genre. And for me, my own channel, just to give anecdotes before I start going into other stuff, my channel did a lot of dance, did a lot of dance tutorials. I just haven't had time to do any of that stuff. So but I still wanted to keep it going. So the whole K-pop universe and whatnot, I think is very interesting field, to the level of very similar to what I grew up with in terms of competitive choreography. And I was inspired by in Kobe Bryant's detail, like how he broke down plays and okay, they should have did this and this. And I'm like, okay, cool. I like that idea. And I saw some other K-pop reactors, I watched a few other K-pop reactors just watching the videos and saying some moves are good and here and there, calling out certain moves, but they didn't really break things down into here's the details of why it looks good. Here's why this move is hard. This is why certain details in choreography matter, so on and so forth. So I decided to take my years of experience in dancing and break things down in the K-pop world, which I knew was popular, and share my perspective as a dancer and break it down as if I was watching a competitive routine. And that's one thing you can do too as well. So that was the idea. So it goes back into what's the idea? Because depending on your genre, take a look at what other people are doing, study it. What are they doing? How are they saying it? What do you personally enjoy about it? And then use that as a buffet of things, potential ideas you can put. And then what's the unique thing that you feel like you can add to it? Other things off the top of my head are definitely obviously trend jacking, I think, or writing trends. Essentially just look at what the trending page on YouTube and add your take on it. I think I could be wrong. I think Logan Paul might have done that. He saw what was trending and he made his own version of it. I think some people did that with some of the challenges that Mr. Beast is doing, and someone else is imitating it. I could be wrong with this, but yeah, look at what's trending. Either find a way to imitate it, do your own unique version of it, or you can go the simple route and just react to the things that are trending to ride that wave. Because if there's a lot of attention on that, chances are they want more similar to that. For example, new Spider-Man trailer dropped. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of channels that are doing a lot of reaction channels to that, or dancers dancing in the Spider-Man costume, or doing some sort of challenge wearing a Spider-Man costume, because that's riding that wave of what's currently in people's attention. I think the next thing after that is reviewing your analytics. You want to pay attention to your average view duration and pay attention to your audience retention. So go to your video, go to the analytics, and go look at the audience retention. If it's at 1 minute and whatnot, and say if you have a 30-minute video and the average audience retention and then that just means either make a shorter video that gets straight to the point, or find a way to make that storytelling more unique, or just completely scrap that idea. That's one thing you want to pay attention to as well, is the analytics, the data. You want to post the content that keeps the attention of people. And whatever that is, if it's like at 5% average retention, slowly start bumping it up. Experiment. If you're doing a talking head like this, add some B-roll, or add some cuts, add some, what do you call it? Or add some sound effects, add some music. You got just do whatever you need to do to make the video more engaging. There's a lot of ways, but the worst way to do things is just to keep posting when it hasn't been working. You got to go back and look under the engine and try to fix it. The last part of the question is how many videos do I post a day? I don't think you need to post daily videos or even weekly videos anymore. There's definitely a lot of people who've shown that you don't need to, though I think that helps. But I subscribe more to the idea of like, share as often as you can provide value. As simple as that. So if you're just posting for the sake of posting and it's not that great or entertaining, then it's like a waste of time, or like no one's gonna watch that. But like, I think Mr. Beast, I don't think he has a consistent schedule. He just posts whenever the video is done. But yeah, if you're doing content like this, where I'm doing a talking head, it might be beneficial to be daily to talk about the new things. So obviously you want quantity and quality to obviously grow your channel, I think. So there's no real definite answer in terms of daily. Ideally, I think it would be great for you to do weekly, but then that goes into your capabilities if you have it. So that's why I think post as often as you can provide value. Yeah, hope that helps.